Uh, Recommending Admachines to other businesses would not be a problem for me, given my experience with them. I know everybody has, their own experiences, but if somebody would ask me, hey, um, if you had to pick one company to go with, who would you choose? And at least for me, that's Admachines, just for a plethora of reasons: flexibility. I mean, innovative, cutting edge innovation with the tools that they have, custom dashboards, ROI tracking. I mean, they have a lot of the pieces that you are looking for. They are not you know, um, they're not an all-in-one platform. They are hyper specialized with regards to SEO, website, and pay-per-click. If you're looking for somebody to take care of those core functions for you, I would say that there's nobody better than Admachines. Yeah. So as far as just the growth that we've seen being on board with Admachines, started using them in the end of January in 2022. We were doing about 314,000 in revenue at the time. Kind of fast forward to 2025, end of March here. So trailing 90 days. Um, uh, in March, we're set to do 1.5 million in revenue. So we do attribute a lot of that as far as success goes and growth, to pushing hard, on the pay-per-click side, website SEO. So we've seen, just in the trailing 90 days, we've seen a 12x return on ad spend, which is great. I mean, you love to see that. I think those are the kind of things you pray for, as a home service company. So we're super happy, with that. And that's, I think that a lot of people choose partners, obviously hoping that they can do that. Obviously, it's our job as business owners to do our part when it comes to proper branding and all those pieces. But with our branding and how we do what we do, partnering with Admachines has been pretty pivotal to that expansion and kind of that operational growth that we've seen. As far as the team goes at Admachines, I couldn't be happier. I know that things, when you work with a marketing company, things do move around. I mean, people do come and go, but I think they've done a really great job at retaining, top talent, if not, finding the people that can produce the results that you're looking for. It's always a shift to have to kind of re-explain, a process that you've been trying to work through with a singular person for a year, and then have somebody jump into that. But they've done a really good job mitigating a lot of those issues, and that alone gives you the confidence that I think you need to stick with a company despite changes. The onboarding and offboarding process with the reps that I've worked with, Joe in specific, shout out to Joe, has been super great. So just really appreciate him taking over and being able to give me the peace of mind and the flexibility to know that we'll still be taken care of despite any changes. And so that's been really really great. From a management perspective, and the new things that we're doing, it really seems that Admachines is consistently innovating, utilizing AI, as we know is really a big thing that's coming up for our industry in specific. We always want to be on the cutting edge, to be on top, and they don't force, they haven't forced us into anything. They've always brought up suggestions, and us being willing to be on that cutting edge, we get a lot of the first stab at things, to where we're cool being guinea pigs, sometimes, but it's because we trust that things work out, and they have, and so we continue to explore innovative processes that they have on board, and I would encourage others to do the same. With So when we're talking about job sites, I think that it's always kind of a dream for a blog to be tied to a specific example that your technicians are on. Being able to put out content on a consistent basis with regards to that can be challenging for business owners, especially in, we're wearing many hats. Our marketing team might be wearing many hats, and so with Admachines being able to utilize their AI SEO, job site blogging, that has significantly impacted. I wouldn't say a lead generation, but most certainly from a, because that can be sometimes hard to track, but from a rankings perspective and, being able to have homeowners see hundreds of job blogs, real job blogs with real pictures from that job, has been crucial for us in being able to talk to them about, hey, just go to the site. It's got hundreds of jobs that we've been on. If you don't trust us, you can always go here and look, and our work speaks for itself. You can match those to reviews that we've had on those jobs. So it's been crucial for us to be able to build that trust with the homeowner, and being able to not only secure more work, but be able to pass some of those on to homeowners to look at and say, hey, you're on the website, like we appreciate, you allowing us to take care of your home. I think when we talk about challenges with regards to online marketing and, people that we've used in the past, Google ads, just website in general, um, it can be a challenge trying to find somebody that you feel like you can trust. We went through a couple marketing agencies. I tried some smaller partners that really just focused on pay per click, but their purview was so broad that I think that they weren't able to truly hone in on the home service space. And now with a lot of homes, marketing companies coming up and trying to be that provider for people, it can be challenging. I think it would have been more challenging for us to find Admachines had we started trying to look for them today. But and it was, I would say it wasn't a challenge finding them because they kind of found us. So the Steve, the owner, kind of sent out a marketing package with a personalized video. And I had gotten previous emailed personalized videos, but never a shipped personalized video. And so getting that, and looking at it, for the first time, I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. And this actually probably was not cheap, but it also took time to put together. So when I am looking to choose a vendor, I also take into consideration the level of effort that they're putting into their marketing, because if they're putting that level into their marketing, for them to acquire new clients, how much more so are they going to take care of our marketing? And so had that meeting with them, and that's kind of what led to the decision for us to, at a very minimum, give them a shot with our marketing. And I would say that we're satisfied with that. Again, it's really a team effort. You can't expect a marketing company to be a band-aid fix for everything that you do. You do need to work with them on a weekly basis. We have our weekly calls. Sometimes we have daily calls, depending on the needs of the business, the seasonality of the business. And so they've been far more flexible than any company that I've worked with, and far more specialized, I would say, than the companies that I've worked with in the past. So that's why we chose Admachines, and kind of explaining some of those challenges that they were able to help us overcome.